Hello mga kabayan, kumusta po? I hope all is well. So, on our previous videos, we talk about the guidelines on how to go back to the Philippines, and we also talk about the e-CIF of Red Cross. So, in continuation po ng ating series about the guidelines for OFWs returning back to the Philippines, our topic for today is about OWWA OASIS and OWWA UWIAN NA program. So, let's start! So, before I show you how to register in OWWA OASIS, let's first talk about this program. So, ano po ang OWWA OASIS? So, ito po ay isang online platform intended to facilitate better service delivery to overseas Filipino workers all over the world. So, kapag nag-register po kayo sa OWWA OASIS, you are providing necessary information to DOLE, to POEA, OWWA, and POLO that will enable them to respond to your concerns and provide appropriate services in view of the COVID-19 pandemic, such as testing, quarantine, and transportation. Okay, so mga OFWs po dyan na kailangan ng repatriation assistance, you have to accomplish the online registration form at least 5 days before your scheduled flight. So for online registration process, you just have to go to the website of OWWA OASIS, which is oasis.owwa.gov.ph. Okay, so I will put the link in the description box below for your reference. Okay, so then you just have to click register. Okay, and fill out the form by providing appropriate data and information. So, yung may mga asterisk po dyan, yan po yung hindi pwedeng i-skip. So, you have to put your surname, given name, your passport, your travel document number, or the certificate of identity, the birth date, okay, the sex, the civil status, the religion, and napaka-importante pong ilagay din po yung inyong email address, okay, your mobile number, and the Facebook account. You have to put your region, okay, kung saan po kayong part ng Pilipinas, and your province. You have to put the city, barangay, or subdivision. Next is the nature of work. So if you are land-based or sea-based, then the actual work abroad. And if you're a seafarer, you have to put the country of work or the flag of the vessel. Then you have to put the name of your employer, okay, its address, and if applicable, you have to put the name of foreign recruitment agency. Okay, so you have to put also the contact person in case of emergency, the contact number, and the relationship to contact person. Okay, then you have to specify if you have some specific needs. If you are person with disability, elderly, traveling with infant or child, if you're pregnant, if you have pre-existing conditions like hypertension, diabetes, and others. Then, you have to put the nature of repatriation. If you are a host of the government, employer, own expense, or by the Philippine government. The flight details, the date of flight, airport of origin, the transit or connecting airport, if any, the airport of destination, date of arrival, and the expected time of arrival. Then you have to upload your ID picture. Okay, then you have to tick this part that you have certified that the information submitted in this registration is true and correct to the best of your knowledge. Then you have to click the submit button. Then later on, a link will be sent to your email to notify that you have successfully registered in the OASIS portal. So let me remind you again, you have to complete this form, online registration form, at least 5 days before your scheduled flight para iwas hassle. Okay, then if you want to update any information entered in the system, you just have to click the link sent to your email and proceed with updating your information. Then click the submit button. So basically, this is the registration for the OWWA OASIS. So now let's move on to the OWWA UWIAN NA program. So ano nga ba yung OWWA UWIAN NA program? So the purpose of this is to organize transport of OFWs from OWWA quarantine facilities. So sino po yung qualified dito? So if you are on the list of OWAs in OWWA hotel quarantine facilities, and if you are on the list of OFWs with negative PCR results. So all you have to do is go to this website, uwiana.owa.gov.ph. Then you have to click register. So this is the OWWA UWIAN NA registration form. You have to put your personal information, your first name, middle name, last name, your Facebook account, your gender, the birthday, your contact number, your email address, your date of arrival, your region, your province and city, your barangay, the street, and here there's a question here that you have to answer. Do you have a copy of your BOQ certificate? BOQ means Bureau of Quarantine. So you have to tick yes or no. Then you have to put your classification if you are land-based or sea-based, your country of deployment, and the agency if applicable. Then you have to put your occupation and the place where you're going to. So here are the list of the cities and the provinces in the Philippines. Then you have to check it. Yeah. Then choose the hotel where you're staying. Okay, then you have to certify that the information submitted in this application is true and correct to the best of your knowledge. So click nyo lang po yan. Then tick I'm not a robot so that they will know that you're not a spam. Then click submit. So once successfully registered, an OFW will receive an acknowledgement email from OWWA confirming the registration with instructions regarding their travel arrangements. So, ito po yung tutorial on how to register in OWWA UWIAN NA. So maraming salamat po sa mga nagsubaybay sa ating tutorial on how to go back to the Philippines if you are an OFW. So as of August 2020, ito po yung pinaka-recent guidelines ng Government of the Philippines. So in summary, if you are an OFW going back to the Philippines, you have to complete all these 3 online registration forms. e-CIF Red Cross para mabilis po yung pag-COVID test sa inyo. OWWA OASIS so that OWWA can provide appropriate services such as testing, quarantine, and the transportation. And lastly, the OWWA UWIAN NA so that OWWA can organize the booking or charter flights in order for you to fly back home to your provinces or to your city. So that's it. Thank you for watching.